Andrew has quested me on Patreon to review the Disney Channel sequel, High School Musical 2. I think the first movie has some energetic musical numbers, but is admittedly kind of cheesy, and is basically just a younger skew in Grease. Nonetheless, I understand the appeal, and I was curious where I would land with the second movie. And honestly, I actually quite enjoyed High School Musical 2, as the summertime setting in a country club lent itself to a number of fun scenes. The actors have also become more comfortable playing these characters and digging into their individual personalities. Troy and Gabriella, mostly just a couple of lovebirds, but Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens really sell, and I completely buy these two as teenagers infatuated with each other. Yes, they were also dating in real life, but I've seen movies where the actors playing a couple exhibit little on-screen chemistry despite being romantically involved off the set, so that's not always a guarantee. Much like the first movie, Ashley Tisdale's scene stealer is Sharpay. She completely camps it up in the role and becomes a delight to watch, even though Sharpay is even more diabolical in the sequel than she was in the first movie. Her brother Ryan has also developed a bit more here, as we see him clash with Sharpay and he hangs out more with Gabriella, Taylor, and the other Wildcats. Through Sharpay, High School Musical 2 even inserts a bit of class commentary, as she often uses her family's wealth and her power at the country club to her advantage to try and get together with Troy. I thought the comedy worked quite well in the sequel, with a number of funny lines, mostly courtesy of Sharpay, but Troy also gets a lot of funny moments as he deals with her actions. Mark L. Taylor is also amusing as the manager of the country club, with the script even making him more than just the stuffy boss as he gets constantly pushed around by Sharpay. Much like the first High School Musical, the song numbers are a major highlight. The movie already begins with a bang with the opening number, What Time Is It?, which celebrates the start of summer. It's an energetic song with some terrific choreography as the students dance throughout the school. The change to a country club then allows Kenny Ortega all sorts of new opportunities for different musical numbers as he takes advantage of the setting. Sharpay is a delightfully campy number called Fabulous, while Work This Out has fun with the kitchen setting. You Don't Dance uses the baseball field to great effect, and All For You ends the movie on a cheery note, perfectly capturing that summer feel. High School Musical 2 premiered near the end of what would have been summer vacation for a lot of the youngsters tuning in to watch the movie, so this must have been a fitting way to close out the summer before they returned to school. Because of the massive success of the first High School Musical, Disney Channel gave Ortega and his team some extra money to put together the sequel, and that seemed to result in the sequel's camera work and visual look rising above your standard DCOM. I noticed something similar with Camp Rock 2 versus the first movie. The colors especially pop, and the movie does a lot of creative things with the camera and other visual touches. Funnily enough, the thought that crossed my mind was whether High School Musical 2 and the Flintstones were filmed at the same location, because the mountains in the background, the country club looked really familiar. Most of this movie was filmed in Utah, and while the Flintstones also filmed a few scenes in Utah, it was at a different location, with the rest of the bedrock scenes filmed in California. But the state has a lot of similar looking mountains, so you can understand why I made that connection. High School Musical 2 was primarily filmed in St. George, Utah, which movies like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, Jeremiah Johnson, and most infamously The Conqueror also filmed at. There's one notable issue I have with the movie, which involved the way Troy's friends treat him. They keep going on about how he's changed because of Sharpay trying to force him to perform with her and her family wanting to give him a scholarship. But the thing is, Troy has not changed. It's clear Troy is uncomfortable with Sharpay's behavior by his facial expressions, and at no point does he show any romantic interest in her. And when he gets offered a scholarship, why would he say no to that? He even tells Gabriella earlier in the film that his family is trying to save up to get him to a good university. Troy was also the person who suggested to the country club to hire his friends so they can hang out together for the summer. And despite everything going on, he still tries to make an effort to spend time with Gabriella and the Wildcats. They just all come across as ungrateful and never once look at things from Troy's point of view. That aside, I thought High School Musical 2 was just a nice, charming movie that had fun with the concept. It feels like everyone involved really loosened up, and moving out of the school for this sequel allowed for new places to take the story and characters, as light as the plot was. The goal seemed to be to give the target audience something to get back and enjoy during the summer. If the first movie was trying to be Grease, then High School Musical 2 is basically the equivalent of summer beach musicals that teenagers loved going to in the 60s, and I was able to get on its wavelength. Now, if you've seen High School Musical 2, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for the quest, Andrew.